Alright, yo, what's up, everybody? So, new day, new trading day. Um, let's kind of see where we're at, what we're doing. Um, since today's a new day, no new, no new real thoughts on what's going on. I kind of did a little quick markup here, which is pretty much just this. So, we see that we have the low. We're inside the previous day, low and high, right? Um, just based off how we've opened, I was assuming we'd go higher. Obviously, that does not have to be the case. We can very much continue lower, no issues, no problems. So now it's just a matter of me understanding where it is that we want to go. So now I'm looking at, okay, what's order flow telling me? So what's hour telling me? Fewer load. There we go. So order flow in the hour is telling me that we're bullish, right? So we have this low, push higher, pull back, push higher again. And it's looking as though this is going to be our target, which is our previous day high. Unless something drastic changes here now at 9:30. So let's cut down to a 5 minute. What do we have? So 5 minute, we have, this is just the London low. I just like putting that on the chart just so I know where it is. I would put London high, but we've already swept London high, so it doesn't make any sense. So what do I see? I see that we had equal lows here. I got swept at 8:30. Pushed higher. Looks as though we definitely swept this internal liquidity here, and now we're pushing lower. Now, this is interesting. Now, if we look at our last push, right? Let's just say it's from London low to whatever this high is. We just tapped the 50%. And from here now, I would say, okay, cool. Now might be a better time for us to look long. We've definitely come in and we swept these equals in here. We swept the 8:30 open. So maybe it is that we look to go higher. But at the same token, I can still see us coming down into this order block before ultimately going higher or even coming down into this London low. So let me look here on the 1 minute. What do I see? I just see us tanking, honestly. But I also do see us sweeping a lot of liquidity out of the market, which may be something that we look to hop in and target at some point. We'll mainly get a reaction from here, which appears to be coming through. So now I'm being not cautious. That's not the right word at all. But I'm kind of following where price wants to go. I see we have this inverse in here, or this FEG in here, which I would like to get inversed, obviously. And then we move accordingly. So it's all patience. Personally, I don't like getting in before 9:35, mainly because you can get a lot of this high volatility type stuff, which isn't always the best. So, it's just better to be patient, see what price does. But just looking at this, I would say we're more so bullish on the 1 minute, even though we did have this massive push down, mainly because of all the liquidity we took out of the market. That's how I'm looking at it. As well as the fact that if we are bullish, which I think we are, we had our expat here. We just tapped the 50%, which means we are now at fair value of trading. Whoever this was did a really good job getting in. And now, looks like we can potentially go long. But we'll see, Wicks doing damage, closes tell the story. I haven't been able to get the music going. I was able to watch back yesterday's stream. There were some times in there where it was just kind of dead, and I don't really like that. It does force me to talk a lot more than I would like, if I'm being honest. But yeah, would like to talk a little bit less. If possible. Because it does have a few, I don't want to say awkward moments, but you're just kind of like there. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. So this one will probably close above, just looking at it. It's at that 935 level. If I were to get in this, my break even is this high. My first target would be here. And my final target would be where I have marked out here. Which is kind of how I would, well, maybe not even out there, to be honest. Maybe I'll just do the next set of equals, so not those ones, but these ones up here. That seems a little bit more responsible. So yeah, well, now this looks like we're getting a reaction from it. So how about being patient? Well, actually, let me check. Do we have news today? Let's just check here real quick. Jolts. Damn, maybe it's better just to wait till after 10. Jolts has historically taken me out early. Historically. And I don't like that. Through backtesting, that's what I mean historically, as well as live trading. It's taking me out a lot. So I would rather not have that happen to me. So let's see what happens. Rosen, I'm doing something. Can you please be quiet?
Was that me or you?
You. Can you please be quiet? Jeez. So let's have everything lower. It's fine. Just gonna wait it out. Again. So something I've learned is watch where the bodies are. We'll see if this body closes below 50%. That would be a very interesting telltale sign. This one does look like it's going to do that. Not something I've tested, but I've seen a lot of people kind of look at this. Okay. Next area of liquidity is unlows. Yeah, no things in it, no FEGs. Something else that I didn't look at was this. It looks as though we just went to the 4 standard deviations of this. So now this technically this bearish move should be done. Should be. Doesn't mean it is. But now we might be able to see this potentially get inverse and then potentially off to the races, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm still so skeptical about getting in before 10 o'clock, which is jolts. I don't know. Well, oh, I hate when it does this. Look at that. That's an FEG there. This would indicate that we're more likely to be bullish now. Interested to see where my 2 standard deviations line up. Oh, a little bit before. Actually, this might line up to the these equal highs over here. But let's see what happens. Not liking it. Just being patient with it. So let me zoom out for a second. On a 15. Ooh, 15 is telling me we're going lower. Very much lower. But, you know, let's wait to see where we close. If we don't close below this, then, you know, it could be indications that we're starting to look long. Something like that. Something like that. So this would be an order block. This would be typically, if we're doing the order block theory, not theory, but how you trade it. Boom. So we just tapped in to the order block and stop below the order block. Target would be, I just go these highs for this one. Don't need to go crazy. But yeah, that's how I would do it if I was trading order blocks. Let's just see where it goes. Break even would be here. I do 50% of this high because it's 930 high. So let's just kind of mark that out, right? So this will be BE. Right. BE, 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 boom. This one's going to be 50%. Who knows? We could just get totally walloped here. I'm still learning it, but And we're gonna go 50% here, and then obviously full up there. But let's see. Patiently wait, patiently wait. Again, 10 o'clock could come and just deliver how we wanted to deliver straight away. But who knows, man? Who knows? I do. Actually, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just I'm here to react to price. That's it. That's my job. That's my job. Ooh, we would have gotten smoked. We would be getting smoked on this trade. Maybe not. But maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. You know, it's all over the place right now. Which is not what you want. And this PA is god awful. I hate wiki PA like this. Which indicates now that nobody knows what Jules is going to tell us. So, yeah. Boom. So, definitely would have been out there. But, pretty interesting what's going on. These wicks are god awful, man. These wicks are god awful. Wow, we would have gotten wicked out, and then tell you, that's why you stay out, man. Before you have big news like that. Alright, let me just kind of take a gander here at the 15 minutes, see what we're looking like. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna look to be bullish from now. It's just how price presented itself was, in my opinion, bullish, but there's only so much you can do with the wick key behavior that we had, you know. But yeah, I'd expect us to be bullish from here. Damn. Oh, I don't want to tell you about that one. Looks like the idea was pretty much right because coming up, there you go, break even. Just would have been wicked out, man. There's nothing you can do about that one. Let me see here. What's something I wanted to do? Damn. This thing now wants to take off, right? What a nuisance. Just wait it out. Just wait it out. Reacting to the order block. How I would do this normally is, break this inverse. Since we're reacting to the order block that's swept liquidity, close above this inverse, I would get in. But again, because of how we're moving, it doesn't make any sense. Wait till jolts and move accordingly from there. Four more minutes. My decision not to trade before jolts seems to be playing out quite nicely. What's this here now? Work, 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 work. More work. So let me see what they want here. Before I.
They know actually. Well, I noticed it for a few days now since I've been working morning shift, and it doesn't come on at 4:30 anymore. We have to actually turn it on at 4:30.
Alright, one more minute. And then we will be able to know what's going on. Alrighty. Looks like no one knows what we're doing. So what were the numbers? Let's do that first. Pending. They're late. Ooh. So less job openings now? Is that what that means? Yeah, less job openings, which I think is good for currency, considering everyone's going to be having a job. Yeah, we've been steadily coming down. Nowhere near where we used to be, though. Sheesh. 2009. Alright. Oh. Boom. Okay. Now, how can I get in this, if that's even possible? Let's go along. Okay. Let's see. So 15-minute bullish. Yeah, kind of knew that. 5-minute. Yeah, bullish. Kind of knew that. Well, if we close like this, we'd be bullish. And I would then look to take something off of this. Kind of like that. Put out an OB. 5M, just so I know which time frame I'm looking at. And look to move accordingly from there. Now, it's looking like my take profit is about to get not take profit, my break even is about to get smacked. Well, that's my mom in the background making a whole bunch of noise. This thing's just taken off. So this should be the close of that candle. But I don't know how to do that. I don't know where to get in. I don't have a clue where to get in. If I can even get in. Yeah, not a zilch. Okay, we should get a reaction from here. Hopefully it takes us back down, but then look to go higher overall. I think the bias has been pretty consistent, bullish. Just a matter of where we go bullish from under these lows. I've said that. This 948 candle kind of swept everybody out, but then we immediately pushed back up and we stayed above. So yeah, I think overall we've been pretty decent and consistent with what we were seeing. terms of where price is going, where price is likely to go, just that it didn't quite work out for us today, and that's all right. Some people are able to get in this. I'm not, based off my rules, so hey, it is what it is. Well then, do we want to do the same thing that happened yesterday? We had the order block reacting to the FEG. That could make sense. First target is here, obviously. It's pretty much at a 1-to-1. And second target will be... Alright, yo, relax. Definitely want to close above the open of that bearish candle. Yep, no trade. Do I take shorts from here? No, I don't. It doesn't make sense to take shorts from there. Would I take longs from here still? Yes. Jesus. Oh my god, dude, I hate when price does that. Just give me a close like here, right? Just give me that type of close. Don't do all this. Oh my god. So the target's already hit. So it's like, does it make sense to now enter there? It could. Depends on where you're targeting. But this would be essentially the trade. But now we've taken so much buy side. The sell side needs. Let me just chill. We've taken so much buy side, right? So now sell side needs to be taken. So this is sell side. Wouldn't be surprised if we come down, take this, come back into this 5 minute, and then look to go higher from there. Let's look at it on the 15. Dude, 15 looks crazy bullish. Not gonna lie. Oh shoot, this would have been in. But someone's telling me that we take this out before we go long. Maybe not, but that's what my intuition is telling me. Okay. So that's part of the liquidity. Ooh, that's aggressive. Mm. So 15 minutes telling me that we're going down. That's what 15 minutes telling me. And these London lows are the first area that we go into. Easy. No entries for shorts though. Damn. No entries. Yeah. Even that order block, I wouldn't enter off that. If price came back up to it, sure. I could think about like now if price came back up to it now, I could enter it, but look at that. It's a very clear sweep of liquidity. I think we're very clear. Would not take. Let me erase this now. Would not take this. If we were to inverse that, I wouldn't take it. I'd have to wait a little bit more. So let me just see what the hour chart's doing. Yeah, it looks like we put in the high for the hour chart, and we're gonna roll over more than likely. So I think there are two areas. Obviously these lows, all right, but ultimately this order block in here, I think is a nice target. If it is, I can actually get in. It gives me something to get in. still taking it easy. I still don't know exactly where we're going. 1 second. Hello, good morning. Rosalind. I'm trying to focus. Yes. Alright, this will be a nice inverse if we can get it. If not, then not. But we are really trapped between two levels here. Really trapped between two levels, and it's everything's telling me we're going long, but then you get a situation like this where we just sweep the highs. You know, it's really not liking it. Really not liking it. The development of price today has been extremely poor. It doesn't even have a wick at the bottom. Tiny wick at the bottom. Tiny wick at the bottom. This is some bookie price action. Hmm. Bro, what the? Bro, what the? This is some weird PA, man. Yeah, nothing I could do here on this, to be honest with you. Nothing I could do. The only thing that would have made sense was entering off that 5 minute. Yeah, yeah. So actually, the only thing, the only thing I could have taken was this 5 minute, which I had lined up previously, but it's really made you work for it today, and I don't like that. I don't like when I gotta work for it. I like when it comes easy. You know what I mean? But that's the reality of the situation. In theory, I should be shorting here. Dude, I hate when it just has these massive expanses down. Oh, hurts my stomach. I wish it would stop here and then close above the inverse. That'd be great. But of course not. It's just going to do what it wants to do. Today wasn't so hard in terms of direction. It was more difficult in terms of being able to enter. Entries today were tough. Entries today that made sense were tough. check something real quick with this. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. If we came down in here and we did that, yeah, sure, but no. Who knows? It might run, but don't like it. I have to stick to my rules. Gotta stick to my rules. Be mechanical as possible. Take the thinking out of it. But if we came into that 50%, yeah, I would have done it. But you know, nothing else today. Let me just check. Okay. Mm. We're gonna break even there for sure. Very, I don't want to say uneventful because it was eventful, but very uneventful day in terms of delivery of price. Price delivery was pretty horrible, but where we expected price to go, we went. So you can't be too upset about it. But Just kind of mark out where this is on the hour chart real quick. Oh man, yeah, this thing's took a while to get there, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, I definitely see us, coming up to this high into today. It might be a grind, but I do see it. And again, best opportunity of the day would have been this one. Maybe that's something I could have put on. And maybe first take profit there. And ultimately, this is what we would have been looking at. Personally, I don't see us doing anything else. I'm gonna sign off for the day. I think that's about it. No trades for me. No way to get any trade for me. Any trades I would have gotten in wouldn't have been the best. One being this first one here. Where was it that I said I would get in? But this one. All right. But we got smoked, as you saw. But probably this would have been one of the ones we could have gotten in. But the 5 minute was the best opportunity to hop in this 5 minute here. Order block. So what I'm gonna do I'm gonna come back tonight and see where it is, or later and see where it is that we actually end up, and from there we will readjust. But I think I saw the market pretty cleanly today. Pretty much everything I thought would happen happened, and just no formative entries. So yeah. All right then. Hope everyone has a good day, myself included. And that's